Congrats, your life is falling apart and now it has nothing else to do but to come back together. Okay, so you're on rock bottom, you're on the floor, nothing's working out for you. People are being ridiculous, they're haters, they're trying to ruin you, they're trying to bring you down. You are the queen and they are literally forming a coup and trying to take over. You are Caesar and they are Brutus. This is the best place to be. Why? Because there's nowhere to go but up. I used to get so annoyed when people would say that I will understand one day. One day it'll make sense. I know this is happening for a reason. I know it doesn't seem like it's happening for a reason, but one day it'll make sense. I used to hate when people said that. Like, shut the fuck up. Do you see these tears? Do you see me struggling over here? What do you mean? Like, I don't want to hear this right now. But damn if they weren't right. Damn if they weren't right. Every man that I thought I really wanted, I really needed in my life, turned out to be not the one. Turned out to be exactly what I didn't need. I learned the lessons that I learned from them, and then it turns out that that's all that they were meant to be in my life was lessons. And that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes I think it's a scarcity thing, where we think we have to get the full use out of something for it to be worthwhile. Okay, so relationships, your toothpaste, your like, what else do people just use until the wheels fall off? Your tires, go change your tires. Like, sometimes we really feel like something wasn't worth it if we didn't use it up. If that relationship didn't last forever, if that job ended, if that I don't know. We got this house and we have these kids and we want more space, but no, we've already, bought this house and we can't fit anything else in here and blah, blah, blah. It's just like you're going to keep yourself stuck and small for the rest of your life and miserable because you didn't get to completely use something up. This is such a scarcity mindset thing. If you start looking at everything such as it's all working out for you and there's a meaning and a purpose and there's what is it that I'm trying to say? We don't have to go through something in its entirety to like really take something from it. Like, for instance, books. I have so many books. I have so many spiritual books. I like literally collect them at this point. So I have so many books. I haven't read through most of them all the way through, but I've learned quite a bit from the stuff that I did read. Why do we feel like we can't give ourselves credit for reading a book just because we got to page 300 out of 350, but because we didn't finish it, we're not going to give ourselves credit for the 300 pages we did read? We have to stop doing this. You hitting rock bottom, you hitting the end of something, you running into a wall means that you have gone as far as you're going to go with that thing. And it now means what? How exciting. We get to choose something new. We get to find something new. We get to explore and discover and learn more about ourselves because we stop evolving when we die. That's the end of our evolution, both spiritually and physically, is by the end of life, as far as we know anyway. So with that in mind, if you think about every time you reach an ending, it's a new start. It's a new beginning. Every ending is a new beginning. I know it sounds so cliche, but guys, it's so true. Every time something ends, you get to pick up something new. If you just binged something on Netflix, you binged a whole season, all seasons, the show's ended, it's the finale, are you going to never watch another show again? It depends on the show and how devastated you might be by the ending. But are you just going to say, oh, I guess I'm going to cancel all my subscriptions, I'm never going to watch TV again, I'm going to throw it out because you finished a season, an episode? Guys, your struggles, your downfalls, your experiences, your relationships, your jobs, your interests, all of these things are seasons. Start to look at your life like it's an episode. Like you are an episode, blah, 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 of season whatever of your life. You might as well just lay down and end it if you feel like because you hit a wall, there's nothing else left for you. You have to start looking at things like the season. Okay, well, that season ended. That relationship was season whatever. And now I get to start a new season. You better start romanticizing your life, being the narrator over your life, creating your dream reality by speaking into existence that when something ends, something better, it comes in its place. I release what is no longer meant for me so that something better can find me. I have no desire to hold on to things that do not want to hold on to me. This tip alone will literally change your entire life. You will never need to really do any other kind of manifestation trick if you're able to do this. If you can release the need to hold on to things that need to be let go of, everything will work out just fine. If you are, what am I thinking? What's that thing that people do? God, my mind is... You can tell when I'm in the spiritual plane because words don't make sense to me anymore. When you're on the jet ski thing and you're holding on and people are like, let go, that kind of thing, or, so you can have your parachute take off. Are you ever going to be able to let your parachute expand and take off and you feel the wind beneath your wings if you're holding on to that little jet ski handle? It's more dangerous to hold on to the jet ski handle. Have you seen people get dragged across that water? Trying to hold on to that handle. They don't want to let go. Look, I need to find a meme. If I find a meme, I'll insert it. There's you. The parachute is your divine calling, your best life. And then the handle is control. And then the meme needs to show you getting floundered by the water, like pounded by it. Your skin skidding, all that. Because you don't want to let go. Don't be that guy. Don't be the jet ski fail, okay? Need to learn to release these things. When people are stabbing us in our back, it really sucks. It hurts. It's painful. But guess what? You know who those people are now. You know the real face that they're hiding. When your ex, I hope it's your ex now, cheats on you, and it can be hurtful and embarrassing. It has nothing to do with you though. That person clearly does not know how to be a committed partner. And you are someone who seeks a committed partner. Therefore, you guys are not in alignment. You are not a divine match. You're not, law of attraction says you guys don't go together. Okay, one wants to be committed, one doesn't. So, what happens? One of them deselects themselves by doing something so heinous that we now have to get rid of them. Great, fantastic. Now the next one that comes in can be committed. As long as you don't go into crazy mode thinking everyone's going to cheat on you from now on, you will attract someone who is committed, who does value that. But you have to remember, it's an energy thing. Are you going to let go of your past relationship so that your next relationship isn't tainted by your past one and isn't tainted by the mistakes that person made that this person hasn't made yet? This is when people say, this is what people mean. If you've ever heard, I don't know, I'm a girl, so I'm going to speak from my perspective. If you ever heard a guy say, I'm not him, or if you ever as a woman had to say, I'm not her, that means that person has brought into your relationship some energy from their past relationship. They're now painting, they're rearranging their reality to fit the reality of their last relationship because they are still holding onto the jet ski handle and they didn't want to let go. So now they're getting dragged through life and they're trying to, take everybody with them because, they are so, hurt and haven't done the work to release that. So in every relationship they go in, they're going to have that problem. They're the common denominator. They're going to continue to have that issue as long as they're present in the relationship, as long as they haven't worked on that thing. So when you are feeling like life is just beating the shit out of you, you got to understand that it's just a blip, a moment, and that at any moment Any moment, the moment that you decide that you get to attract better, you want better, there's a better life for you, that this moment isn't going to define your future, this moment isn't going to define what is meant for you, it's not going to prevent you from being successful, it's not going to prevent you from getting the things that you desire. There's some desires in your heart, it's not going to prevent them from coming to you. The moment you decide that that is your reality, all the other stuff will fall away. Maybe not instantaneously. The issue with manifestation work is a lot of people are like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to be healed. Only if you truly believe from the bottom of your soul that that is a possibility. Most of you don't. I know I struggle with that. I can't get on here and say that I believe my whole life will be flipped upside down tomorrow. I think it's easier for me to make that happen if it's something terrible, because we are so easily able to manifest and visualize bad things happening. So yes, it can be an absolute instantaneous flip of a switch if it's something negative. But most of us don't have the capability of visualizing good things happening to us and also allowing that to happen overnight. So you're going to have to give it time, but you do need to trust that it's all going to work out. Do not go into your next segment, your next season, holding on to season 1 nonsense. You gotta let it go. Here's my thoughts. Here's what I want to close with. This is what's coming to me. Let me ground myself for a second. This is what's coming to me. This is what's coming through. Everything is always going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. There's no point in going into anything else in your life with the energy of the past, because in my belief system, what's done in the dark comes to the light. So, if I truly believe that what's done in the dark comes to the light and everything's always working out for me, and I'm not someone who aligns with, I'm someone who gets lied to, cheated on, that kind of thing, then that means that at some point, anyone who's going to do those things will be revealed. Okay? So what is the point in me going into my relationships with people expecting that thing to happen? I don't. I allow people to be exactly who they are. When they show me things that shows me that this is the kind of person who would do something like this, I don't ignore it. I used to ignore it. I used to wait until the act was committed before I was like, oh, you actually really are a cheater. A lot of people will actually show you their true colors in so many ways, far before they actually do the act themselves. But we just ignore it. But like I said, you don't have to go into these things expecting this. If you align with what's done in the dark comes to the light, then date who you want to date. Allow yourself to experience it. Allow yourself to be excited and things like that if that's what you're feeling. And know that if someone does choose to do you dirty, not even just a romantic partner, if someone does choose to do you dirty, it will be revealed. So what is the point in you sitting around worrying about it? What's the point in you sitting around worrying about when it's going to happen, who's going to do it, where it's going to be? Why worry about it? If you truly believe that everything's always working out for you and that what's done in the dark comes to the light, then you have to know that it's going to come out one way or another. So you might as well just spend your energy focused on you and focused on what makes you happy. That's all you can do anyway. You can't prevent someone from doing something that they want to do, that they really and truly want to do and they're going to do no matter what. So that is the message I have. I know I'm a little chaotic with my delivery, but yeah.